Imagine a situation where one blind turtle is left into a deepest or the biggest ocean, and then on the other side of the ocean, a rubber tire with a hole inside. Yeah, it's put into the sea. So, what is the possibility such a time will come that at some time, exact time, exact place, exact moment, that the tire basically or the yoke of a cart will come, and at the same time this blind turtle basically will lift his head up and it will fix in it. So the bhikshu reply that in ordinary terms, in ordinary time scale, basically it is impossible. But since the time is basically like almost endless, some situation may arise in that the yoke of a cart, or you can say rubber tire with a hole inside, may just come and fit into it. But it's very difficult. And then Buddha says, what is even more difficult, which is even 100 times or 1000 times more difficult than this? Buddha says even this occurrence or this coincidence even is not difficult. What is difficult is, which is even 1000 times more difficult than this, is once you are born as a human being, and when you passed away, and by chance basically if you take a birth in one of the 4 lower planes of existence. So for example, immediately lower plane than the human plane is the animal level. So any plane of existence, animal level or the other 3 lower level of existence, if you take a birth in any 4 of them, then to born again as a human being is 1000 times more difficult than the occurrence of this blind turtle getting his head fixed in the yoke or in the tire with a hole inside. Because the reason Buddha explained basically further that in the lower 4 planes there is there's a very limited possibilities of doing any good karmas. They can't basically discriminate what is good, what is bad, what is moral, what is immoral. So there is a very limited scope of doing any good karmas or any good paramis which can actually give you birth in the human plane. In addition, once you are basically born on the lower plane, then all the bad karmas basically which is inside us, inside in our subconscious, they actually started coming up, and then they basically keep on multiplying. So it's almost impossible to being born as a human again once you take a birth in any of the 4 lower level of plane. So Buddha basically with this story wanted to give a message that when you are very fortunate, it's very rare occurrence that you get a birth as a human level. And once you are basically born as a human, make sure that you try to do as many good karmas